everybody. My name is Reagan Roy, and I am joined today by Grayson Singleton, the host of Locked On SMU. Grayson, thank you so much for hopping on this call with me today to chat. How are you?
I'm good. How are y'all doing? Appreciate y'all having me.
Thank you. Yes, it's in the trenches of high school football season. It's a crazy time.
Love it,
The
don't we?
biggest, it's the most wonderful time of the year in Texas. So
Absolutely.
Okay, we know that the Dallas area is going to be hosting the biggest matchup in Texas, if not the biggest matchup in the nation, with DeSoto and Duncanville on Friday night. But what I kind of wanted to pick your brain about and talk with you about are some of those star players who are going to be suiting up. Last year we had 34 Division I prospects playing that game last year, and so
Yep.
I don't think there's going to be any we're not going to have a short end of talent out there on the field Friday night. So just kind of want to talk about who these guys are and what makes them, these standout, unique athletes that they are.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
first person I kind of want to jump in on is the one that when I first learned about him probably gave me the most, oh my gosh, and that's Ethan Boobie Feaster. He is electric and he is young, which also was probably the biggest shock to me. But what stands out to you most about him whenever you watch his tape?
Well, he is young. He reclassified from the 2027 class to the class of 2026 that he's in now. Four-star guy, consensus across the recruiting industry, committed to USC right now. What stands out to me the most is his combination of size and playmaking ability. 6'2", 180 pounds. So he's already got a body that's built for the next level. But what also is built for the next level, I think, with him is his ability to make plays after the catch. And that's so important in this day and age of football because both high school and college has leaned all the way into the RPO and leaned the run pass option. And because of that, you're going to have guys who can break tackles and, turn a short pass into a long gain. And Boobie Feaster can do that. So you combine that with his size and his ability with speed and to break tackles and maneuver around defenders. Man, it makes a lot of sense why he's so unstoppable at the high school level.
Absolutely. And, the fact that he has been recruited by nearly or offered by nearly every D1 program in the country, he's ultimately has a hard commit to Lincoln Riley and USC. At the next level, do you see him fitting in more as best as like a slot receiver or an outside threat when he gets up into the Big Ten next
Yeah,
year?
I think I think he could do both, but he is the prototypical outside X wide receiver. Like he is the guy that you can build your receiving room around. The 6'2" frame. He's very good with his releases off the line of scrimmage, and he's a good route runner too. But he also has such great body control around the sideline and in the back of the end zone that makes him the prototypical outside wide receiver. So he can do everything in the route tree. He is great in terms of contested catches, physical at the catch point, and good strong hands. So this isn't a guy that I think you're just going to throw into the slot and say, hey, be a matchup mismatch, as a quick type of guy. No, this is a dude that can take on the best corners in the country and go one-on-one with them and make plays. I mean, he can be a 65, 70 catches a year type of guy at the next level.
Yeah, watching him kind of reminds me of DeCorian Moore, who's playing for the Oregon Ducks now. And, he was at DeSoto last year. So I like, or Duncanville last year, my apologies. But I see so many similarities between those two and just the talent that comes out of that area. And the fact that he's, like you said, he's so young. He's 16 years old. It
Mhm.
makes everything he does makes it even more impressive. So,
Yes, no,
um,
exactly.
okay, so we've also got SaRod Baker. He's been a consistent kind of workhorse for DeSoto. What makes him such an effective ball carrier?
His vision, he has really good vision once he gets the ball in terms of finding the holes and knowing when to hit the holes, setting up his blocks and things like that. He is a very slippery dude as well. So even in tight spaces where you're running between the tackles, he's very hard to get a real good shot on. And then obviously he's going to have that speed that all top end running backs are going to have. But just the wiggle that he has and his ability to also run over you as well, because there's not a whole lot of guys with the combination of size and strength and speed and agility. He's
Mhm.
got all three of those. 5'11", 195 pounds, can run over you, can run around you. Like that's what makes him so special is that he can do it all for this DeSoto team.
What? So when these colleges come and look at him, when these recruiters are out, what do you think they should be really paying attention to when they evaluate him? What is going to stand out and be that one thing that he can bring to the team that they may not have at this moment?
Well, he's currently trending toward TCU. He's been trending in the recruiting industry toward TCU for a couple of weeks now, and they've got a creative offensive coordinator in Kendall Briles. And one thing that really stands out about him, excuse me, is his positional versatility. Now, he plays a lot of running back, but there's a lot of tape where he lines up in the slot as a wide receiver. So he's very good catching the ball out of the backfield. He's good at sensing space in terms of route running and not. He's not the most polished route runner, but he's a running back, so he doesn't need to be. But the fact that he can line up out there and be comfortable and put that on tape, especially with him catching the ball as a wide receiver, if you have a creative offensive coordinator, the sky is the limit for what you can do with this kid because of how versatile he is.
Absolutely. So let's flip to the other side of the field now for Duncanville. I mean, how can you not be an incredible player if your name is Maximus the Great Denson? I mean, that is a lot to wear on your shoulders. Just the name in itself, it's amazing. Absolutely love it. Reminds me of Lil Jordan Humphrey. I wish they would have been on the team together, and that would have just been the best roster ever. But he's still a young quarterback, but he's been showing plenty of poise this year as the play caller. So, what stands out to you most about his play this season so far?
How quickly he processes information and makes quick, good decisions with the football. And you'll see this a lot on tape. And again, you need a quarterback that can do that in the modern age of the RPO heavy offenses that both high school and college run. You got to be able to make those reads quick and distribute the ball at just even quicker. And he's got a quick release. He's very accurate throwing the ball, whether it's inside the numbers or toward the boundary. He very rarely misses his spot. So when you see a guy that young who can process information that fast and then make the requisite decision even faster, that's going to be something that catches the eye of college scouts. Is he up there in the rankings, in the top rankings, top echelon of the 2027 quarterbacks in Texas? No, he's not there yet. He's still got some polishing as a passer that needs to get done. But in terms of upstairs, which is a big part of playing the position of quarterback, he's got that down.
Okay, and that kind of feeds into my next question, but you kind of touched on that he has not hit that upper echelon of the top tier, top 1% quarterbacks in Texas. We know that quarterbacks in Texas are a rare breed. So what do you think? You said he's got the smarts, just polishing his playing at this time. So what if you're evaluating him, if you're looking at him and saying, okay, these are the steps I think he needs to take, and then I think he can be up there with these other elite quarterbacks in the Lone Star State.
Yeah, well, those other elite quarterbacks in the 2027 class, you're talking about Westwood Palestine High School's Kavian Bryant, Flower Mound Marcus's Colton Nussmeier, who's committed to LSU or trending toward LSU right now. What you're looking at those guys there's an electricity about them that takes their teams over the top. And I don't think Maximus Denson has hit that quite yet. Now, is he athletic? Yes, he is. I think he needs to do a little bit more with the athleticism. And again, there's some mechanical things that need to be polished out in terms of him as a thrower of the football. But he's got the raw talent. He has the raw physical traits at 6'2", 190 pounds, I think is what he's at right now. Strong kid also, too. So he's got the physical makeup and the requisite tools to be that quarterback. There's some mechanical things that need to be ironed out, and I would like to see him use his athleticism as a playmaker a little bit more.
Absolutely. And, there's going to be so many eyes on this game on Friday night, not just in Texas, but across the nation. People wanting to know, how is Feaster going to do when he goes to LA next year? People from across the country are going to be watching this game because it's just got so much appeal to people who just love college football, love high school football. So what do you think these three players can do on Friday night to really stand out and separate themselves from the masses?
Honestly, in our social media driven world these days, it's just make plays. Like just be yourself and make plays. For Boobie Feaster, he's going to be a tough cover no matter who goes up against him on the Duncanville Panthers side. He's going to be a guy who can win those jump balls. He's going to catch some passes in space and make plays in the open space. If you are if you're the DeSoto running back, excuse me, just continue to wear down that Duncanville defense and hopefully during the game as the game wanes and attrition starts to kick in, you can be a guy who gets stronger as the game goes on and make your presence known there, because Duncanville, known for really good front sevens, front sixes, whatever it happens to be. If you can make your mark on that, that's going to be something that stands out in the national world. And if you're Maximus Denson, man, just continue to distribute the football, do what you do best, make good decisions, because I'll tell you one thing. Coaches at the college level love a quarterback that can process and make good decisions. So if he can continue to do that, that will continue to catch the eyes of more and more prominent people.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so excited to watch this game. I will be in Alaska, but I will be watching it, streaming it from Alaska on WFAA Plus. So it was great to have you on, and hope we get to talk to you soon again.
Appreciate y'all. Absolutely. Will do. Anytime.
All right. Make sure you guys don't miss our Texas high school football game of the week, the DeSoto Eagles and the Duncanville Panthers. Pre-game coverage will start at 6:50 p.m. So download our app on your smart TV and stream it live for free.